And here with bookkeepingautomation.com and also entermyinvoice.com. And we are on to bookkeeping marketing tip number 25, which is 8 ways to market for bookkeeping or accounting clients. So here are some ways that you can use to leverage to get clients for your practice. And the reason why I did this is because oftentimes when I talk to bookkeepers and accountants, they say that their number one pain point is trying to get clients. So here's a bunch of different things that you can do to potentially bring in new clients. So the first one is pick a niche. And where I'm going with this one is it's specific to the Canadian marketplace. So if you're outside of Canada, I'm sure there's other ways that you can look at this. It's that in Canada, in the federal budget in 2016, they included almost $500 million for going after people that have gone through tax avoidance and tax evasion. And the Canadian Revenue Agency predicts that it's going to bring in a huge amount of revenue for them over the next 5 years. And also in addition to that, the penalties were up tenfold from 2012 to 2015. So what does this say to me? This is a market that is growing. The other thing, too, is if you actually search online and try to find CRA audits in your town or your city or anything like that, what you're going to find is there's not a lot of information that's in regards to that or people pushing it. So there's huge opportunities. So long story short, in this one, pick a niche and go after that niche and become the dominant player in that industry. It doesn't necessarily have to be something like this for CRA audits. You could be the person that looks after construction companies, restaurants, hotels, whatever it is, right? And build out that specialty. I think there's a huge opportunity right now in regards to working with shop owners that have like Shopify, for example, and being able to tie in QuickBooks Online with Shopify and doing PayPal payments and everything like that. So long story short, pick a niche and go after it and make sure that you're the dominant player in that industry. The other thing, too, is go where your clients are. So what do I mean by that? There's a lot of associations and publications and such that are where your clients are. There's online stuff. If you go into LinkedIn, there's LinkedIn groups. There's people that are in those marketplaces as well. Make sure you go to where your clients are. Get noticed, get found, be the person that's providing help to people, and you will get clients when you go after this sort of stuff. The other thing too, this is kind of the third one that I go into is, there is a secret to doubling your business, 5xing, 10xing plus your practice. This is the simplest way. And when I say this, you'll get it in 2 seconds. It is literally ask for referrals. Referrals are the best source of sales leads for any organization. So did you know 11% of business owners, salespeople, business development people have a formalized sales process? That means 89% don't. And 65% of all sales are through referrals or through word of mouth. Now, these two stats come from the Word of Mouth Marketing Association. When you start looking at these statistics, the people that have a formalized referral process going after 65% of the sales are generating typically 15 times more sales leads than their counterparts. Not only that, they're generating better qualified sales leads. If you look at this on a percentage basis, they're generating about 94% more opportunities than their competitors. Now, the other thing with these are that referred sales close at double the rate. Normal sales close at about 25%. Referred sales close at 50%. And in addition to that, they'll close in up to a quarter of the time. Now, why is this? It's because you're leveraging someone's trust factor with another individual to get in the door. So tie these all together, and what you've got is literally the ability to increase your productivity by like 120-fold. So when I say you can double, 5x, 10x your business, it's not a word of lie. There is a way to do it, but you have to put a formalized process in place, and it's a referral process. Next one you want to look at is digging into LinkedIn and finding sales opportunities or finding client opportunities in LinkedIn. There's far too many ways to go into in this video post here, but long story short, there is a tremendous way to do this. I actually have a process that I do called the digital referral. It's a course that I give all the time. And my process is literally up to 85 times more effective than picking up the phone and cold calling. So if anyone's out there cold calling, there is a better way to generate more sales leads and not have the aggravation and stress of doing of picking up the phone and cold calling. So just start doing some digging. If you go to salestipaday.com, which is my partner site for my sales and marketing, you'll see a lot of tips and tricks on using LinkedIn there. The other thing, do a webinar. Start looking at doing webinars. So in fact, I just got off doing a webinar and I had 20 potential clients join this webinar. And there's a way that you can generate buzz for your company, for your services, for your products by holding webinars and educating people. So start looking into leveraging webinars. They're super simple to do. I know at first if you try to do things, it may be a little scary, but do some digging online. You'll figure out how to do this stuff. It is super simple. I do webinars all the time. I do anywhere from 2 to 4 webinars a month, and it's a huge lead gen process for my business. The other thing too, email marketing. So, one of the things that I've told people, and this is a post that I did in the past, is if you have a bunch of clients that you're working for and your clients have products and services that they're selling, create an email marketing list. And you can start sending it amongst your clients, and you can also tell your clients, hey, if there's anyone that would benefit from this information or from these offers or deals that I've put together in this email that I'm putting together, just let me know and I'll add them to the list, or you can send them this link and they can sign up. You can use email marketing to grow your business dramatically. And the ROI on email marketing is for every dollar you spend, you get literally $42 back. So huge opportunities there. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, right behind Google. And who owns YouTube? Google. I have on salestipaday.com, I have literally almost 1,600 videos up on my YouTube channel, and it generates opportunities for me all the time. People reaching out to me, asking me how to do stuff, trying to figure out problems, everything like that. We also have it for bookkeeping automation, where people come through and find us. So, think about this. Think about problems that people face as it relates to bookkeeping or accounting or whatever it is. And, you can create a small little presentation and do what they call a screen cap, or record your computer screen and talk to it, just like I'm doing right here, and show people how to work their way through this, and then have your contact information, and people will find you and they'll reach out to you as well. The other thing too is, if you want, start looking at doing a podcast. So there's a couple of different services you can use, Libsyn or Podbean. I use Podbean. Podbean has the ability to take your podcast and put it into the iTunes store. I didn't pay a lot of attention to my podcast ages ago for Sales Tip a Day until I realized that it was generating almost 10 times more traffic or views or listens than my actual website. So huge opportunity to leverage podcasts to get business done. So I'll tell you what, you want to do a 30-day trial of bookkeeping automation, then go to bookkeepingautomation.com. We have a free trial button. What we do is we take that whole accounts payable process and shrink it upwards of 80-90%, making you more profitable, putting more time on your plate, and take us up on the offer. More than happy to have you try the system and see if it'll work for you. Until next time, thanks a ton and have a good day.